Hello everyone. I do believe the stream is working now. It's having a bit of an issue before. It did not want to load on YouTube. Slightly concerning. Oh yeah, it's really delayed. I think it'll be alright though. Well, I hope y'all are doing well today. I see... Oh wow, there's already some chat. Um, Hi Liv, yeah, I did buy the paid version of the demo. You do only have to pay once though, you don't actually have to pay every month. So if you pay once, you download the executable, and you just have it for as long as you want to keep it. You don't actually have to have a sub. Hi Luciano. How do I do custom courses outside? Oh, it's quite a process. So right now we're on version 1 of the demo. Back in version 8, or point 0.8, I guess, the initial version of point 0.8 released with a bug that let you build obstacles anywhere. And so what I did is I hopped outside on foot, and it lets you just place obstacles anywhere you feel like. In the glitches video, it actually, I cover how I do that, but yeah, it involves swapping between 2 versions of the game. It's a bit tedious. That's why I didn't film the actual course building, because it was obnoxious to do, and it would have been really obnoxious to watch. Mostly because the terrain is different between versions, so you can't always place obstacles in places you'd want. It's a bit of a mess, but it is something you can do if you really want. I'm gonna post the courses I've made for this stream, just so people can try them out without having to do the tedious part themselves. Hi Liv, I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well. I'm happy you enjoy the videos. I like to make them. Sorry, I'm still kind of half asleep. My brain hasn't loaded yet. Alright, so I wanted to build 3 for Damon and 3 for Rose, but I only was able to get 2 done for Rose. They ended up being a little bit samey, so the first course, I'm just gonna make sure it's 175. I put in a flat area out here. I actually featured it, or part of it, in the glitch video I made. I have that linked in the description, by the way, if you guys want to check that out. What we're gonna do is just back through the gate here and go outside. In earlier versions of the demo, if you went too far outside of the gate, it would kind of throw you back inside. It would say you can't be here and toss you back in, but this version doesn't do that, so we can kind of go wherever we feel like going. Oh, no problem, Liv. I'm more than happy to answer questions if I'm able to. Can I change... Oh, your character in game? No, you can't. I don't know if you'll be able to in the full release, but you definitely can't in the demo. Well, let me know, by the way, if I'm coming through too loud. I moved my microphone a bit, so hopefully it's not clipping or doing anything weird. So this is the first course I'm gonna try today. The ground is a little different between versions, like I said, so you can see these jumps are levitating a little bit more than they would normally be. So the jumps are set to 175, but they might ride a little more like 180, but that's okay, because Damon can clear up to 190 just fine. So I'm gonna give this a go. We'll see how the first jump of the day goes. Oh yeah, you can back through most gates in the game. You can go through some of the fences as well. The fences are a little bit harder to do, but yeah, you can go through pretty much... Oops, almost missed my jump here. You can back through pretty much everything, just back up and then spin. Oh no, I forgot where to go. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright. Well, that would have been a penalty, but we'll let it go. Right. But yeah, the only way you can build out here, again, unless you're using some sort of cheat engine or something, I know there's a few programs that let you fiddle with the Unreal code for Unreal games, which is basically what this is. But assuming you're not doing that, all you need is the old demo version, which I don't think is available anymore. So that's why I'm just going to go ahead and provide the courses for you guys. So all you got to do is back through the gate and you'll have access to them. If you don't have the paid version, you won't be able to ride Damon or Rose. They're only available in the paid. Same with custom course creation. Alright, I'm gonna try a different route. Just gonna kind of build it as I go here. Start with the same first jump, though. Do a sharp turn into this. Oh, wow, that was close. I'm actually surprised this course rides as smooth as it does. I kind of set it up a little with a little bit of chaos, so... Yeah, this one's really not too bad, I guess. Do I ride? I used to ride in real life, but I haven't in a long, long time now. Oh, no, don't feel bad for me, Liv. I had never planned on posting YouTube videos or streaming at all. This is something I do just for fun, so... One viewer or 100, it's all fun to me. So don't feel bad for me. Oh, snow in the full release? Yeah, I actually don't know if eventually, because I noticed in the demo she had like spring competitions as well as winter competitions, so the seasons might change in release, but as for the first episode, I don't know. Yeah, there was snow in the earlier demos, yeah. If you buy the version, can you do... I'm not sure I totally understand, Liv, but if you pay for 1 month, you get access to the demo, and then once you have the demo downloaded, it's not a live service game at all. Once you have the executable, you have it for as long as you keep it, so it'll never expire or anything. But the first episode is releasing on the 19th of this month, so what, like, not even 6 days, 5 days from now? So I wouldn't even worry about it. The first episode is going to be free. And it'll be more updated than the demo is, so I wouldn't bother getting the demo at this point. Unless you already have it, I wouldn't worry about it. Also, according to the Patreon, the The Steam page should be live by Wednesday at the latest. It might be up earlier, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that, and, you know, I'll make a short little news coverage video of that, but... So, that should be up very, very soon if you want to keep an eye out for it on Steam. Oh wow, oh wow, I can't believe I made that. That was old dirty, that turn. A video on what, Liv? Oh, no problem. I figured it out. Alright, so this course is fine, but maybe we can go fiddle with something else, because this rode a lot smoother than I thought it would, and I cleared it a lot faster than I thought I would. The next one I made is a little janky, because it's got some levitating stuff going on, but should be pretty fun still, so let's go try that. Yeah, I'm hoping that the final release will have seasons. I really think that's the direction she wants to go in, but again, the first episode, I believe, is mostly focused on dressage. I imagine jumping will be a thing in it, but I don't know how much new stuff we're gonna get for the jumping in the first episode. If that makes sense at all. There's been, all of the recent Patreon updates have had a lot of emphasis on the dressage, which does look really, really cool. Like it's gonna be really cool. Tried to make this course a little more like a cross-country course. It's a bit more sprawling than the previous one. Let's go back through the gate here. I tried to set it up so that you could take multiple routes to mix it up a bit, but some of the jumps do require some, unless you're going to adjust the height, they're going to require specific approaches. Like this jump uphill, a lot of the times, and this is one of the things that's getting fixed for the first episode, and one of the reasons the developer had to go kind of back to the drawing board for cross-country, is the horses in this demo don't register inclines and declines very well at all. So, like, he doesn't see this jump, right? He's not going to see it until he's right on top of it from down here, which makes jumping uphill not very feasible in this demo. That's why a lot of emphasis hasn't been put upon it. Whereas if we approach from this side, he's going to see it fine. So I'll just show that really quick. And you can also see that the horse doesn't account for variation in landing. So see how early the animation ends before he actually lands? That was another thing the developer had to work on, and she spent a lot of time fixing that up. So the updates for that look really nice as well. One sec here, let me read these questions. Where you can download the full game, please. Oh yeah, I can show, once it releases on Steam, you will be able to download it just using the Steam. It won't be as complex as the current demo is at all. Are you familiar with Steam, Liv? I'm gonna do this in first person. Hopefully, let me know if y'all get motion sick or anything. I know the first person makes some people motion sick. Oh, and don't apologize. I really don't mind questions at all. I just might be a little slow to answer sometimes. Right, so, Steam is basically, it's, I'm not even sure how to word it exactly. It's a platform that allows you to download games. Like, you have one account and all the games you buy on Steam go into that account and you play the games from that platform. I don't mind at all. I can post, for those who are not familiar with Steam, once the game becomes available, I can post how to, you know, get started with Steam, make an account and everything, and then you'll be ready for when the game releases. But yeah, I don't mind making a video on that at all. I can do, you know, just cover how to get Steam and get started with that. If that'll be useful. Ah, darn. Tap that one. Might have knocked it. I honestly can't tell in first person all the time, whether it's just a tap or a full knockdown. Slow down at all. Oops. Wow. This green jump was horrible to set up, by the way. I spent so long trying to line it up right on the decline. The downhill slope, but... yeah, of course, pretty steady. Alright. I'm gonna start with this jump this time. And I'm gonna take a different approach. I'm gonna do it basically backwards. See how that goes. Yeah, what's the question? Ooh, that was close. Jump this oxer backwards, which I know is bad practice, but we're doing it anyway. I'm also gonna redo this line since I tapped it. Come around here. Oh man, alright, one more time. Once you're on Steam, you just go to the store, you find games you like, and some are free, some cost money, and once you purchase the game, it'll appear in your library, and you can just install. Oh my goodness, this line is getting me. I keep saying one more time, but what I really mean is I'm gonna go until it's clear. I've got like a mental block. This one vertical is a little uphill, so I think it's throwing me off a bit. Well, I hit the first one and cleared the second one. Don't be one of them days. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Steam is it's actually a really pretty great platform. It makes a lot of things very convenient. You can have a friends list, achievements for games where it's applicable. This one again. My. Yeah. You won't be able to find it right now because it doesn't exist yet. I am not... Hold up, let me see what I'm doing here. What am I not doing right? There we go. How do you ride outside? Alright, I can show you really quick. It's very easy. You can use pretty much any of the gates. And you can just back through. But I'll show that really quick here. When I come back around. Use this gate over here. It's already going this way. Alright. You can do this in first person too, but it's easier to just show how it works in third. This gate is a little harder than the other one, but it's still pretty easy. It just might take a few tries on this gate. So you just back in here like this, and then you spin. And you'll pop right through. No problem. No problem, Nunu. Gonna bust out the third course anyway. And yeah, Liv, I'll make a video on how to get Steam and how to install the game as soon as it releases. And I'm cutting through these courses really fast. Took so long to make them, too. And yeah, actually, like I said earlier in the stream, I don't know if you heard that, Nonu, but I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. The only way to build outside is gonna require an older version of the demo, which I don't think is available anymore. So you won't be able to actually build out here, but you can ride out here. There just won't be any obstacles, but these courses, as soon as the stream is done, I will post these courses, so if you guys want outside courses to ride, you'll be able to use them. Yeah, I love being able to escape. When I figured out that you could just back through the fences, I was so giddy. Oh, no problem, Liv, it's no problem. Hopefully, I know a lot of people who play horse games aren't super familiar with Steam. I'm learning that. So, if I can, do something helpful, I'm more than glad to. Alright, I made this course yesterday, and I made sure that it was, rideable, like, it's doable, but haven't really test run it, or any of these, that much. It doesn't have a set route. I think there's probably a lot of different options for this course, so we can ride it a few different ways. I'm going to attempt to do what I had originally planned for it, but it's very possible I'll get lost, because, you know, that's a thing that happens. We'll give it a go here, though. I'm gonna start with the gray double over here. Or combo, I shouldn't call it a double, it's a combo. Now, where am I meant to go from here? I'm not sure. I think the intent was to go over this, yeah. Over this guy. Alright. And then I'm pretty sure over this, and then around. Yeah, alright. Alright, I'm remembering now. I'll try it again in first person. Alright, good deal. Which demo to build? I really don't think it is, because she realized the bug very quickly and patched it. So it would be the 0.08, or yeah, the 0.8 demo, but I seriously doubt that version is still available. I would be very shocked if it was. I'm pretty sure she replaced it. Oh, and no worries about caps, and thank you. I probably play this game too much. I've gotten pretty decent at it, just from playing it so much. Go through the cardboard trees over here. A little greedy. Very greedy here, but I think I'm gonna get away with it. Nope. Stretch over that one. Could definitely ride this cleaner. I'm gonna have to give it a go. Now that I actually remember where I'm going. Feels a little better. Alright, I'll try to do it a little more smoothly this time. Maybe without the taps. We'll see. I already forgot. Alright, I'm gonna restart that. Had a mental collapse there. Off to a flying start. I don't mind if there's only a few people watching. Yeah, it's supposed to be out on the 19th. The Steam page should be up by Wednesday. And who do I like to ride the most? I think Rose is my favorite. I like Damon a lot, but I'm very partial to shorter, quicker horses, and Rose is very agile, so she's definitely my favorite. I know you only have the free version, but do you prefer Spot or Milo? What kind of route can we take through here now? Gonna try... Let's see. Might end up jumping a few of the obstacles twice, but I'm just gonna kind of wing it. Start with this guy here. Start with the blue one, the one I finished on. A little weird. Probably should plot this out a little bit better. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna clear that. That was greedy as heck. The full game? The first episode is going to be free. I'm not sure if all of them will be free, but the first episode is going to be. I kind of like that line. You know, it's funny. So, first person, it's a lot easier for me to... I find the distance easier to judge in first person, and also positioning. So, like, if, you know, I come up to this jump in third, it's a little harder to tell if I'm crooked, just because of the angled perspective. Whereas if I were to come up to it in first, I can tell if I'm, you know, straight or not very easily. But also, again, because the camera's pretty much always in the same place in first, it's a little easier to gauge distance, especially if it's the only format you use. So if you're used to using first person, I find it a lot easier to do distances. The only problem with first person is it's a lot harder if you are making a mistake and say you're hitting rails, you're not sure if they're falling, you're not sure if you're just tapping them. So it makes it very hard to tell if you are making mistakes, what the mistake is. Whereas if I'm in third, right, you know, and I'm not sure what I'm doing, but like there, I can see exactly where I hit that fence. So, you know, there's no confusion involved. You know, this is obviously I jumped too early. And while you can, to an extent, tell that in first person, it's a lot harder. So, like, if I were to jump too early here, I heard the rail fall, but again, if you're not already familiar with the game, you're not sure what foot you took the rail down with, so It is a lot harder to analyze mistakes. Oh, no worries, Liv. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for today, but if you are back later, I look forward to seeing you again. I hope you have a good one if I don't see you. Because of real life, honestly, I don't... I want to say that understanding basic biomechanics from real life helps. It does help. Like, I'd be lying if it didn't. I do understand how a stride works. And I have, you know, I have jumped in real life, but at the same time, it's a game at the end of the day, so there is definite carryover, but someone who's never ridden before could become quite good at this game. It's just a timing thing. Understanding how striding works, though, is definitely beneficial, right? It lets you kind of skip a step. Well, the tree blinded me there. That was a bad turn. There's another point where being in first person would have been beneficial, right? Because I wouldn't have had a tree in my face. Oh, no. Sped up way too early, that was my fault. There we go, that's better. Oh, be more comfortable. Maybe. I know, I mean, that might be why. I find it more comfortable to use, I like it better. I just usually do third person for videos. Because I do know that first person makes a lot of people motion sick. And, you know, a lot of games, not just this one. I like this course. I feel like there's a few different routes I could do with it, so I'll probably put together a separate video of just doing different paths here at some point. I guess, have to be soon because the game's coming out in however many days, 5 days or whatever. Alright, I'm going to grab Rose and do some of the courses I made for her. They are a lot more chaotic than Damon's courses. One sec, I just gotta swap a save file out here really fast. You might see the game hitch a little bit when I do this. Hopefully not too much. Let's see, 1151, yeah. This is the one. Yeah, my black screen. And we're back. There are not a whole lot of settings yet. Here, I'll show you the settings screen really fast just so you can take a look at it. All we have is really basic graphic controls, then realistic jumping, whether you want that toggled, and then the highlight, the spotted obstacle highlight, which all the spotted obstacle highlight does is if your horse is focused on a jump, the jump will glow a little. I actually find it really, really distracting to have that on, so I turn it off. Hi, Sienna. How are you? Grab Rose here. Alright, so I did my best with these, but they're definitely on the janky side, but I tried to make them a little interesting. Since, you know, you can put jumps where they're not supposed to be. This first one... Yeah, here it is. I tried to keep the height around 150 to the 160 range, depending on how much the obstacles were floating or not floating. I had to, you know, make some obstacles higher than others. Like there's one jump out here. This one right here. It's in the floor, as you can see. This is actually set to 190 centimeters, so it's actually still a jump. But it's pretty much mostly in the floor, because the terrain on the version where I made this course is all over the place. So some of these jumps are a little funky, but I did try to keep the height around 150 centimeters for Rose here. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Sienna. I'm doing alright. I'm kind of space cadet-y right now. I'm a little tired, but I'm doing good. I've got this jump in here, which is hopefully not too much of a nightmare to jump, but, you know, obviously in real life you'd never want to jump your horse on concrete or whatever the surface is, but Rose isn't gonna mind. Not here. So, let me see. I think I know about how I want to do this, but we're gonna see here if I can remember the route I'd like to take. Now this line might be kind of tight. I am not sure. Okay, so I think I can make that in the one if I just tighten my stride up a little bit more, or tighten my line up. Oh, that was a sharp turn. This one here. Now again, we're gonna run into the issue of going uphill. I'm gonna have to take this jump pretty slow because the game really isn't set up to handle going uphill. Yep. We need to get right up to this fence, and it's a little hard to do, so let's see. There we go. Nice. I'll try this course again once I get through it here. Got another levitating jump alright here. Another uphill. And out. Hi, welcome back, Luciana. Oh, no worries. You just missed a few rather chaotic courses. Oh man, that was sloppy. I got way too greedy there. I tried to scrunch. Alright, let's try this again. I'm gonna do it in third one more time. And again, I think I can do this one if I just tighten the line up in one stride, so... Or two strides here. Yeah, okay, that was not bad. I just had to cut the corner a little more. No problem. Let's see if I can do this jump properly this time. Nah, tap it. Alright, I'm gonna retry this line quick. Well, I touched it a little, but it didn't fall, so I'll take it. So... the version 8 you need got patched really fast. I don't think it exists anymore. I don't think she has it posted. If it is up there, it should be on the Patreon page, assuming she hasn't replaced the old download files, or the old download links. But, if you're just interested in, like, these courses that are made already, I'm more than happy to share those. I said that earlier, but you might have missed that part. So I will post these courses. Because building them, yeah, it just might not be up there anymore. Building them is actually a really... I as much as I love this game, trying to get them to work between versions is pretty rough. Let's see, I'm gonna try going a different way. I'm gonna start with the double here and take a really sharp turn that I'll probably end up regretting. Oh my... wow, that's rough. Alright, I'm gonna try that again. Yeah, that's rough. Alright. I'm gonna restart that one more time. I would like to get through that smoothly. Or at least without crashing into everything. Alright. Better. Better. And of course I tapped that one. Didn't fall though. Doesn't count. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this like I did before. Just in the opposite direction. Nice. Now, these could probably be done from the opposite direction. I might try that here just for... Didn't test that, but it should be doable. This one won't be. This one's way too high to do from the other side. You'd have to lower it. But yeah, let's come around from this direction. Oh man. Yeah, you can see why work had to be done on the elevation changes. That looks funny as heck. Let's do that again. Oh no, she didn't even register it. One more time. Yeah, that's funky. Yeah, that's a really good example of the elevation needing work in the demo. I think that was one of the earliest updates I remember seeing, was her talking about how she needed to adjust the hitbox and the way the horses reacted to the jumps. Hi Liv, welcome back. Alright, I'm gonna try this line one more time because it was rough. Or there's 3 jumps, so this line and then the turn into the gray jump. Oh, wow, that's bad. I got too far ahead of myself. Wasn't living in the moment, as it were. Oh, this course is absolutely a violation of many regulations. And general guidelines for, you know, animal welfare. There we go. Oh no, that was not good. I should have adjusted my speed coming out of that. Oh wow, yikes. Alright, let's try. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen and we're gonna try it again. How many steps is... Okay, 5 strides for Rose. So 5 strides for Rose would be... So each of her strides is 5 steps, and then you have to account for the landing and the takeoff. And my sleep-deprived brain is going to attempt to do basic math here really quick. So for 5 strides, you'd need 25 steps plus account for the takeoff and landing, so 30 steps for 5 strides for Rose. Definitely do that faster, but that was a whole lot safer. Sorry, I don't understand the question, Liv. Oh, no problem. And Spot also is, nice, Rose, thank you. Spot also is the same stride length as Rose, so he moves slower, but he covers the same distance with his stride. So you can use the same courses for him that you use for Rose. Damon is same formula, but he's 6 steps instead of 5 steps. Oh, I'm bound to do that again. This one is actually... This jump is probably the hardest one on this course. I know it doesn't look it, but if you jump too early or too fast, she doesn't bend enough to clear it. She hits like a funky angle. It's a lot more fun than it should be. Those 3. Big stretch. No. Greedy again. The Steam itself doesn't cost anything. You can install it for free. But most of the games are going to cost something. But they don't ambush you with prices. You can see prices very clearly. It's not like a mobile game store. Anything like that. Alright, I think it's on slot 3, but I did build sort of a cross-country course for Rose. It should be slot 3. We're gonna find out. Actually, when I was building this course and making sure it worked earlier, I fell through the world, which has never happened to me before. I mean, I've run off the edge, but I've never actually just gone through the floor. So that was a new experience for me. Just like with Damon, I was a little restricted on locations I could use out here, but I tried to make it a little unique from his course. I smushed some triple bars together so that they would look like, you know, more like a cross-country jump. Big boxes and the like. Rose can actually clear that, it's a little rough. I'm gonna start with this one. Wow, did it first try, I'm shocked. Nope. Again, we see the issue with the inclines where she didn't even register that that was a jump because of the angle I hit it at. Gotta give her a little more of a chance to see it. There we go. Better. Oh, let's do this in first person. This combo's a little nasty. Probably should have gone around the tree. Oof. No bueno. Hold on, let me see what I did wrong here. I just needed to get a little bit closer. No, no good. Alright, gonna take a look here. I want to see if it's an issue with the incline. Yeah, it is. Alright. Let's try again. Nope. Sloppy, sloppy. There we go. Better. Alright, yeah. Just had to be a little careful. You can't glitch through the door? Which one are you using? Or are you using one of the main gates, or are you trying to use the door? Like the actual barn door? Made this, like, roll top deal here. It's pretty nasty. Ooh, barely make it. If I could, well, I would probably choose the unicorn because Kelpie, I'm pretty sure, would drown me. And if I fell off the Pegasus, I would probably die. So definitely the unicorn. I feel safer. The main gate, make sure that you back as far into it as you can, and then stand perfectly still. And then spin once you're completely still. So you want to back straight into it as far as you can. Wasn't sure she'd recognize it there. Oh yeah, you like that logic? I mean, as someone who's hit the ground a lot of times off of a horse, I'm just trying to imagine what it would feel like, you know, 50 feet in the air, and I don't think it would work out well for me. I can jump downhill. I'm gonna take this one downhill again. Oh man, yeah, I deserve to hit that. I took that so sloppy. So crooked. That jump rides a lot smoother than I thought it would. I'm gonna try into this gray again here. Give it a little bit. Nope. My favorite horse movie. Oh, nice! You made it. You can run, you can spend quite a bit of time out here. You can go really, really far. Before I end the stream, I'll show that. I won't go all the way because it takes like 30 minutes, but... My favorite horse movie is The Black Stallion. I love that box jump so much. It looks so big though next to Rose. It's not even that high, it's just so wide because I stacked 2 jumps here next to each other. Oh no, I got the bug. No, stop. Stop highlighting. Actually, next to her, that's pretty big. Rose is tiny though. I don't know if I can take a different route through this. I think I can maybe take... I'll go over this obstacle this way. And take the gray up into this one. Yeah, we barely clear that. I love the floating tree over here. It really adds to the ambience. Sloppy. Come down this hill. Nope, didn't recognize it fast enough. Oh, I'm happy you're enjoying it, Lou. Yeah, I mean, oh, wow, that was awkward what I just did there. Oh, man. Alright, I gotta go over this clear. It's gonna drive me crazy. It's gonna haunt me in my sleep. Well, I mean, it's technically clear, right? Because it didn't fall, but I would like to do it clean. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming for a little bit longer, but... I love this demo, but I am definitely running out of fresh content to show. Oh, man. Well, see, this jump, it's levitating quite a bit, and that's no excuse, but it does throw me off, so... I didn't think it was gonna be this, It's hard from this angle. Oh no, my gosh. Oh god. You can, if you just teleport back to the barn, that's probably the easiest way to get back. You can back through the gate again, it's just a little harder from the other side. But it is doable. My most memorable fall while riding in real life, it was at one of my... I am just failing at this jump. This turn is a nightmare. It was at one of my first small fry eventing shows. It was a 2-day event. Because they're scrunched down to 2-day events when you're doing the lower level stuff. And I was with my pony. You know what? I'm just gonna take it. We're just gonna move on. Oh no. Anyway, well, the fails here are gonna fit the story. So I was with my pony. He was great. He taught me how to see a distance because if I didn't hit the jump correctly, he would come to a sliding stop and send me over his head. So my pony was awesome. He really was a good boy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do story time and also jump this. Yeah, I'm too smooth brain to do both of these at the same time. But I'll keep trying. Anyway, so I've got, you know, my pony. Our dressage was fine, you know, it was passable, and we're going into the stadium jumping, because we did the stadium jumping second and cross-country third, the small level stuff. Oh, man, I just might not be able to do it from that angle. There we go. I'm gonna keep going here. And, we're going into the stadium jumping, and we're going into the first jump, and I totally choked because it was one of my earlier shows, and I was nervous, and I was still worried about, you know, embarrassing myself, which fades quickly after you've fallen off in front of a bunch of people a lot of times. But I choked going into the first jump. I hit it completely wrong, and my pony was like, alright, if you're that worked up about it, I'm not going to do this. So he slammed on the brakes, and I flew over his head. And I went straight into the jump standard with my head. and I took out the jump standard. The whole jump went down with it. Fortunately, I'm surprised I just did that clear. Fortunately, I didn't feel a thing, but my helmet cracked and all that. I'm sure it made quite a scene. It was very noisy, but yeah, so that was the time I took out a whole jump standard and then the rest of the jump with my head at a horse show in front of a bunch of people. Yeah, you're right, Lucia. This, because it doesn't have mods, I mean, I guess I could kind of make my own, which is like almost not quite what this is, but while I do think like the demo is really, really fun, outside of the custom courses, it does end up being a little limited. There's only so much you can do. Unless you're like me and you just like riding custom courses over and over again. But as far as like content to post, there's not a whole lot. I'm gonna have to take Rose back to the stall here. She's almost out of stamina. Bring her out again fresh. Yeah, always wear a helmet when you're jumping. It's just smart. Because, you know, I cracked the helmet, so that would have been my skull if not for the helmet. I didn't always wear a helmet when I was riding, but I did always wear one while jumping. It's just too easy to make a mistake and have it end, you know, really badly. Custom courses over. Yeah, I mean, I really like them. I like them a lot, but I know when I play alone, when I'm not streaming, I'll ride the same custom course until I do it completely clear. Basically, those are the videos I post in between streams. And I don't know how much fun, I don't know if people would enjoy watching that. The same, you know, literally the same course until I ride it clear. Sometimes it happens really fast, you know, it takes me a few tries and I'm good. Sometimes it takes me like 40 minutes and it's just the same course over and over. So I thought about streaming that. It's kind of what I did on my first stream, but I didn't ride those courses completely clear either. Oh man, this jump is like my bane. This is the worst jump I've ever set up in this game. I'm just having a bad time. I will win. I will win this jump. No, or not. Maybe not. Oh wow, I just did it clear. Oh man. My unicorn moment's never happening again. I'm not jumping that jump again from that direction. I've got my prize. Oh yeah, I've spent hours on some custom courses, especially with Rose. I find Rose, the 160 centimeter courses I do with her, the custom ones where the jumps, because they float a little higher, so you know how it is. They float. But the 160 centimeter custom courses with Rose are, I find those really rough. I find them a lot harder than the Damon courses. Personally. I don't know if that's, you know, it's a personal block or, you know, a mental block for me. Or if they are actually harder. But there was one, the most recent course I posted with Rose at 160. I spent over an hour. It was well over an hour before I rode that thing completely clear. stayed up. Good enough. I know when I first started posting courses, I think the longest I've ever spent trying to do a custom course, well, wow, that was bad, I'm gonna redo that. The longest I ever spent trying to do a custom course was 2 hours. There was a line in particular. I don't remember what number it was, but if I see it again, I'd be able to point it out. There was just a line in it that I kept screwing up on the same place over and over again. But as I've continued to make more, or do more of them, they've gotten a little easier. I think just, you know, again, you play something a lot and it gets easier. My pony's favorite snack was corn. He loved corn. All kinds of corn. Any kind of corn. He'd trample a small child for corn. I say that, but that's probably not true. He was really, really sweet with little kids. He was polite with everybody, but he was really gentle with, particularly kind towards little kids. He was a good guy. But he is the reason I'm more partial to Rose. She reminds me a lot of him. Very spicy, very forward, willing to try almost anything. Though he definitely was more cautious. He was a very safe horse to take cross-country because he would not do anything stupid. He wasn't brave to a fault. I know that can be a problem with some horses that go cross-country and they're just way too bold. They get themselves into trouble. Well, there I tapped it, but it stayed up. I'm gonna take it. Try this line here again. But yeah, if I ever put him in a bad spot, like if I tried to micromanage him into a bad line, or you know, bad takeoff point, he just wouldn't do it. He'd be like, nope, I ain't saving you. Though he is very sure-footed. I mean, he was one of those that just kind of out of the box. He was very good with his feet. If you, from far enough away, pointed him at a jump, he'd take you over it. He might take you over it really, really fast, but he would put himself in a good spot, as long as you didn't try to micromanage him too much, but... Oops, that was bad. Try that again. But he really liked, grid lines. Bounces, and... We had a lot of fun in jump-offs, because he was down with anything as long as it was fast. So once I got better to where I could ride him well, and that jump is just the worst. We had a lot of fun once I got, you know, skilled enough to know what to do, know where to put him. And we never did anything like super crazy. Height-wise, I mean, he was a little guy. But we had a lot of fun. This jump, this is the worst. If I post this course, I'm curious to see how other people feel about this jump at its default height. My goodness, I think I got a mental block. I don't think it's nearly as hard as I'm making it out to be. You can't You can't buy her because what laws? I'm curious. Like I definitely understand the school thing. It's a huge time commitment. I wouldn't be able to have a horse now. That's for sure. There we go. That was better. I think it's the angle. I'm just getting in my own way on that jump. It's not even, I don't think it's even that hard. Not objectively. Just in my brain. Rose? Hello? Yeah, again, with the angle and the incline. I think if I do more facing outward. Yeah, okay. You just gotta face towards the outside and it's fine. Oh, if you don't mind my asking, I'm really curious what kind of law the law is. I think I probably about run this course. I might try the other one I set up for Damon with her. I'm just gonna have to lower it quite a bit. I love Rose, but she cannot do 175. Yeah, I'm gonna go try that. Oh, gotta switch it. You think you do better after a drink? Oh, definitely. I'm a 2 beer and I turn into a god. And anything more than that, then, you know, it's over. Should be course 2. I'm gonna set it to, I think, 140 because of the way they float. I think 140 should be alright. Yeah, unless you use the box glitch, Spot stuck at 120. Rose can actually, if you're using one of the pre-made courses, you can barely crawl over 170, but it is a nightmare. It's pretty rough. But yeah, she can do 160. Damon will refuse beyond 175, but he does 190 without a whole lot of difficulty. He can actually do the game's cap. I think he could probably do 200, but the game doesn't let us go higher than 190. Is this course the right course? It is, okay. Alright, so the striding's not going to be right for her, but I do... Oh man, this... Yeah, I think I can do this. We'll give it a go. Oh, I approached that like I was on Damon. She is not that fast. She can't do it. Oh, man. Oh, wow. That was lucky. I think these could probably be a little higher because they're kind of stuck in the ground. Ugh. Blah. I don't know how the combo up here is gonna ride because it's meant to be, was it 1 or 2 for Damon? So it's gonna be uneven for Rose, but I have faith, sort of. A little faith. some, maybe. Wow, that went better than I thought it was gonna go. Where did I rip? Oh, she should be able to clear this triple at 140, but because it's floating, I'm not 100. Oh, I hit that wrong. I gotta try again. I might be able to do this one. We'll see. Oh, wow. That was close. Yeah, okay. So barely, but she can do it. I have to slow down, add a stride here. That was kind of a sloppy extra stride, but it worked. Might go do that line again. I keep calling it a line, but that's really more like a combo, but you know, whatever. Semantics. Alright, let's go try these two again. Okay, that was a lot better. Alright, I think that's, yeah, that's pretty much all the courses. Written in about all the ways you can probably ride them. I guess I can do this one in reverse quick. Alright, hit the invisible wall there. Gotta watch out for those. Now Rose could do this turn a lot nicer than Damon can. Better. Okay. Alright, good deal. We'll go ahead and ride to the ends of the earth really quick. And then I will call it. I wanted to set obstacles up on the water, but unfortunately the terrain doesn't line up for that. But you can just kind of run over the top of it like it's pretty much like it's flat earth. Go through our cardboard trees. Yeah, I really love this game. I mean, I think, and based on the updates, I'm thinking it's going to continue in the same route. I think she did a really good job of mixing real-life mechanics with game mechanics, so you get the realism of having to deal with the striding, but a lot of the frustrating things are cut out. So it still feels gamey, but at the same time, it can be very appealing to someone who's ridden in real life or is familiar with horses in real life. I really like it a lot. I think it's a good mix. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wish I could give more input on that, but I don't know if she has confirmed whether you'll be able to change the avatar or not. Pretty much all I do know is that the game isn't going to have breeding or anything like that. I'm pretty sure you're just going to have fixed horses you can use. We might get customization at some point, but I really don't know about that. I get the impression that it's more about the riding mechanics than anything else. Oh, and it's still very much in the works, but I will post a link to it in the description of the video. Gamer Mustang, who popped into my stream one time a few weeks ago, they've started setting up a Discord for this game. There is no official Discord. I don't know if there ever will be. And I've not seen any unofficial Discords yet, so Gamer Mustang went ahead and set one up. It doesn't have any members yet. It's not totally set up yet. It's not done. But as far as I know, it's the only one out there. So we're gonna start posting that, and it's a little more together now. So I'll post a link to that if you guys want to join in the Discord there. I need to ask the dev about posting it on the Patreon. But I'll add it to my link tree, and I will add it to the description of this video. Maybe I'll make a post about it too. I also like that when you get out here, the mechanics of the reins changes. They are now behaving differently than they are in the arena, and also the tail goes away. And yes, you can ride all the way up that hill if you want. It does take a long time though. I think I timed it at 20 minutes, but you know, you can. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's it, guys. This is probably the last stream before release, but I imagine I'll post a few more videos showing the courses I did today, and again, I will add the courses. I'm going to upload them, and I will add them to the description of this video, but they'll also be on the site that I have, Custom Course Corner, which is also in the description. Oh, I'm just running around. I'm getting ready to close the stream, so I'm about to run off this cliff to my doom. But I'll answer one more question from Snugflex here. I do have a favorite historical horse. Oh. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I have a favorite. There's a lot of historical horses I'm quite fond of. Particularly, Sergeant Reckless, who was a war horse. She carried missiles. Yeah, probably her. She's the first one that comes to mind. But there's quite a few famous historical horses. Alright. Well, I'm gonna head out, guys, because I'm at the end of the earth here, and I am out of words to say. If I keep... No, not forever, Snug, I'm sorry. No, I think I'm about to pass out, so I gotta call it. I'll try to think of more historical horses for you. But Sergeant Reckless is all I can think of right now, so I'll have to leave you with that. As far as favorites go. If I had to pick one, she's the one I'm picking. Oh yeah, I mean, I'll be back streaming when the main game releases. I think this is just the last demo stream. There's just not much, What is my favorite horse name? Well, my favorite horse is my pony, Sebastian, so it has to be Sebastian. Yeah, it was worth a shot, Snug. If you're asking who my favorite horse in the demo is, it's Rose. But yeah, Sebastian would have to be my favorite because that's my pony. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna head out, but I will get those links posted for you and everything. I'm gonna go off the edge here if it lets me. Into the abyss. And that's it. The game has quit. Now it does this if you run off the edge. It freezes and basically locks itself up, but could just alt F4 out of here. Corn forever, yeah. All right. Goodbye, guys. I hope you have a good one, and I will see you when the game releases, I guess. Yeah. Farewell.